Greetings, and yes, we're live. Enjoying still the sparkles from the sky above. Very restful today. Still, thank goodness for all this rest. I shall be back in a second. Enjoy the meteor shower. Thank you, guys. Yes, I'm here. I'm sure we're still streaming in, trickling from the beautiful party at Care Bear. So, in the meantime, let's just open the space with love and protection, and it's like a whole new dawning of a new morning this morning. Crystal's dinner bell. Dinner in the temples. So welcome to Monday Night Live. Beautiful Victor, good afternoon. Yeah, it's still afternoon here. It's been a very blessed rainy day, still very mellow, which is a good thing. I think we all have so much to integrate, yeah, so much opening up and so much stuff to integrate. And yeah, let's not forget that we just had a very big meteor shower, so lots of energy has come pouring onto the earth, opening yes again the temples and protecting those temples, because those ancient sacred sites, as you know, I love to do. I am very very protective of the ancient ones. So for now, let's just light some incense and create some holy smoke. Just bringing in this triple energy. I'm not going to call it a infinite sign anymore. I'm just calling it the triple energy. I stumble over that word. I'm not sure. I know why. Because we need a new word for it. Wow. And yeah, I just woke up today almost like, interestingly enough, almost like flat. It was like, oh wow, but not flat, just clear-headed and really beautiful. And it was like, oh wow, I haven't felt like this for a long time. Kind of focused and grounded, and it was an absolute pleasure. But then we also wonder, it is revealing itself. Yeah, it did. I was there it was, yes, really beautiful. I had a couple of years ago, it was actually my birthday, not this year, the last year, where I had two very, very ancient golden beings arrive during a session that I was having, that we did with somebody that works usually with crystals in the Octurians, and they just kind of popped in. I think it's very interesting. A lot of them are, well, no, we know they're not new, but a lot are coming up from the earth. There have been a lot that have been under the oceans, and they are coming back, and they're just like waiting to see how ready we are. So the more that we work with our golden body or our light body or our energy, or whichever way we want to see it, the more that they are coming in, and the more they will arrive. Yeah, they have lots and lots to share. That's what I just keep saying, is don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. There's so much to be built upon, but yeah, in different ways, because a lot of those, I think almost all the old ways got tarnished. There was, over the millennia, really incredible, beautiful things put on the planet, and beautiful plans and codes and systems Yeah. My insight on that is that when Lemuria started to fall was when people started to think for themselves instead of for the unity consciousness. So that's why I'm really working hugely with the hive consciousness, the sacred bee, the hexagon, and just go and research the bee and see how the bee works. Yeah, men are now allowed to be king bees. Before it was just very much a woman controlled society. I just like to say is we've had maternity, the maternal era, and we've had the paternal era. I think we're moving into the fraternal era. And I think these threads that we're creating and that we're seeing at the moment, some of us are seeing these incredible golden threads are weaving a whole new fraternal, because men can be girls without getting into that no. I always thought that Jesus was a boy with a girl's heart. He just had to come in a boy's body because a girl wouldn't have been accepted at that time. Well, not by that culture anyway. So I still stay with that. So yeah, just really feel very cleared. So I'm still very, very conscious of keeping those ancient sites protected and the magic that they hold, because power in itself is neither good nor bad. That's how we use it. Yeah. So interesting times we're living in. Yeah. So I just want to do a little clearing and talk about and give us a little show. I'm not going to be on long. I'm feeling to go walking outside. We've had lots of rain today, on and off, on and off. And I haven't managed to go for a decent walk. It's just been like a run outside in the rain and run back in the rain. But I was clearing my house today, which was really awesome. And we had such a beautiful, I think Quebec got such a beautiful shower from the meteorite. And I've been really, really big. Did anybody manage to see them? I didn't see them. We don't get them here. But lots of rainbow love still showering, and I think the planet is taking a little bit of a breath right now, so we can all just breathe for a little while, have a little in breath and out breath without any not too much excitement raining down on us right now, which is just wonderful to be able to catch our breath and breathe. Yeah, been very busy. I've actually signed up for quite an intensive AI course, so I'm going to see where that's going to go for me. I'm going to get my cerebellum moving. I'm doing some gymnastics in the brain cell. So it's like working with it on a music basis and a writing basis and creation basis and a obviously these beautiful images, because I don't know very much and I do create something really beautiful. I have a way of being able to talk to my creator, my co-creator, that manages to bring out some really beautiful images. I would like your images, Victor. They're really interesting, except that crazy hobbit thing. No, the zombie druid. I didn't like the zombie druid. It was a little weird for me. But yeah, as I like to try to remind people that we might not like somebody, but that's just for us. That's our opinion. Maybe they work for somebody else. We don't all think the same as us. It's over 8 billion wonderful people on the planet, and each one is totally unique and have their own thoughts. It's interesting. I just saw that it's like the amount of people on the planet right now is about 7% of the people that have ever been on the planet. But my thoughts a little while ago, quite a while ago, were I think everybody that's ever really existed is kind of back, or most of the people are back for this. Could be wrong. Who wasn't very popular? Sorry, I missed. What was I saying? Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, I missed. What did I say? Who wasn't very popular? Oh, who? Jesus. No, he wasn't. He was. But that's people, hey? And that I can just cry because that is humanity. Is like 1 week they were rah-rah-rahing him and laying the paths down and worshipping him as the new king as he came in on the donkey. The thumbnail I mentioned. Sorry. I'm lost. I'm lost in blubble. Yeah. But anyway, that was people. So one week they were worshipping and honoring him as their king and their savior, and the next week the same people were crucifying him. So that's people. They get swayed by the mob, and that's it's interesting times. Yeah. My Oma always used to say, well, the earth, when don't take it personally, but like when the peasants arise, the earth begins to tremble. Now, and if you go back into the French Revolution and all of those, yeah, but they were all created by the intelligentsia at the time anyway. I just stood up, but yeah, there were always good people upon the earth. Yeah. So, as I said, we've had these enormous. I did last week, but I couldn't get on. I kind of reorganized my computer, and the thumbnail that I did, I'm not sure. I'm still lost. My brain is not working so well. It has lots of meteors. But yeah, there's some really awesome stuff which the meteors do bring in. Watch between meditation and asking. I did get some interesting upgrades on it. And I think it's really great. I mean, we're still working hugely with Venus. I think Venus is, this whole year is just the stars. I've never ever looked at the astrology as much as I've ever as I've looked at it today. I mean, this year. And there's so many synchronicities. I think the last 2 years, but so many synchronicities in big things happening. And obviously so many planets going into 0 point as well. So yeah, the meteor shower that's just moved through likely cause profound celestial energies. And we've got this full moon coming up again, and then we have solstice. So just pace the energies. Just keep pacing. Don't rush too far out there. And these energies definitely are spiritual gateways, especially for star seeds and light workers. They're working with this purification through celestial fire. I keep wanting to put the fire up, but I keep doing something else because there's just so much happening. But it is hugely the awakening of the fire, and I'm really, 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 really blessed and grateful to have Ganesha around, because he holds that opening so much, and for me very, very, very strongly is to protect the science and the maths and the physics and the beauty and the art, so it doesn't just become luxury beauty again, and that the maths and the new scientific developments don't just get quashed or removed from the planet. So that's, it's part of the ancient temples waking up as well. And don't forget, as you've just got to go out your garden and into your garden by a tree that's a sacred site. Yeah, we tend to think that the sacred sites are in buildings, but most of them are on the earth, in sacred circles, some which you don't see, some you do see, and there's a lot of like focus on the big ones to make them into Disneyland type things where they are. You charge money and you can buy all the curios, etc., etc. It's all positive and all negative as well at the same time. But I like the little sacred ones, which nobody's really going to. They hold huge amounts of power. So this is so interesting that the purification through the celestial fire. The meteor showers are like cosmic acupuncture, piercing the atmosphere with solar-charged plasma. These meteors burn as they enter, symbolizing a purifying flame, dissolving old etheric debris, especially mental fog, grief, and ancestral loops. Definitely been going through those, and as I said, today was like the first time like for so long that I've been like really crystal clear-headed. You may feel a clearing in the crown, the third eye, and the solar plexus. They also bring rainbow body upgrades, which we're all dealing with. I'm still like just pouring out as much as I can, and yeah, starting to absorb as well, and just letting it just absorb. I'm so good at giving, but absorbing as receiving is not always the easiest. This particular shower aligned with Gemini Sagittarius axis, depending on the timing, streams prismatic frequencies that activate and recalibrate the rainbow light body. Think crystalline refractions, higher thought, twin synthesis. It nourishes a multidimensional DNA linked to ancient solar civilizations like Lemuria, Atlantean, and the Venusian. Partial to all of them. I worry a little bit about the Atlantean, but hey, I think like the universe can worry about that. It's a very fine line we walk again. Yeah, too much of the brain drain. Also bringing in hugely, which I've been working with hugely, the codes of the golden hive and the solar energy. These meteor frequencies are honeycombed with Melissae patterns. The Melissae were some of the first ancient goddesses on the earth, and they're in the west. I mean, we've got others in the east, but they all had the similar houses, and it's amazing. The bumblebees all over the world, and were sacred feminine. They were matriarchal societies. The sacred feminine collective intelligence, the golden bee codes support co-creative harmony over competition. We have to get over that. Yeah, we're getting over it beautifully and majestically. Group consciousness grids. It's just so important to put your feet where you are and just radiate your light so that the energies out there know that you've got that grid. So wherever you're based or would like to also be based, but you do need to radiate from where you are, because you're just filling in the holes. So eventually the whole planet will just be radiating with our personal light. Restoring of the solar feminine, where power flows through sweetness. It's very interesting in England. If you go to Bath, in a lot of cultures, the sun, heeny, hello, my love. Ha ha ha, my best friend. Listening and thank you in the middle of something. So love. You AI and I'll be listening in. Yeah. I just said I've like actually just signed up through Mind Valley actually. To do quite an intense AI course for myself. I have some stumbling blocks and challenges, so we'll see how we can go with my fingers, my computer, and my half eyes. I'm sure we'll do well. Where was I? Yep. Because, yeah, I did say the other day how I did. I kind of meditate and I just type in what I've seen. So that's how I get my images. We're just talking about this great big meteor shower that's been, I think it was 2 days ago, but obviously we're feeling, I think it's usually over 2 days. It comes every year at this time. I know when I lived in the States, I was really lucky enough to go up on a mountain and somebody had a telescope so we could watch it. Well, you didn't really need to have a telescope. It was awesome. Oh, yeah, in Bath, in England, which is very, very old. And there they have the solar deity as a feminine deity. Because many Western cultures see the moon as feminine and the solar energy as masculine. I mean, what are we supposed to believe? What are we supposed to do? Hey, it's all one. Mother Sun, Brother Moon. If you haven't seen that movie, Brother Sun and Sister Moon, it's about St. Francis of Assisi. It's really beautiful. It was a Franco Zeffirelli movie. Absolutely beautiful. One of my favorite movies. Yeah, the sun has definitely changed her energy, and we need more and more sun. That was quite, I don't know if you've read, I think some of you did read that Lakeside Laura, she asked Alexa some questions about the sun and what's happening. You should go and have a read if you haven't read it, because now we know. So, yeah, this shower is part of the awakening of the twin soul consciousness, the sacred marriage of masculine and feminine rays, not in polarity, but in unity, which is the marrying of ourself, the unity within ourself. Yes, it's very beautiful to have a soul outside, but at the end of the day, it's really about our unity within ourselves. I think I've said it about 50 times already, but I think we're going to see a lot of very interesting weaving in unity. I really feel unity is coming in big. Anchoring of the golden plasma into Gaia's ley lines, which we do so much at Truth Wave, which is just more and more just pouring that energy into the earth and letting it get roots into the earth. And the expansion of the heart sun, reconnection to solar deities and guardians, Luxuria Ra, and I work with the Solos Christus Sophia lineage. I like that one. The sun, yeah. That we might shine brightly like suns. It is the second day of now I've got Whit Sunday in my mind, and I've never worked with Whit Sunday. Pentecost. Today is a holiday in Germany. They call it Pfingstenmontag. They have they celebrate it. Not obviously, a lot of people do it as a religious festival, but they call it die Tag der offenen Mühle, which is, we've got a lot of mills up here in the north, maybe because we're quite close to Amsterdam or to Holland on a lot of places. We're only about an hour away, not from Amsterdam, but from Holland. But all the mills are open and they have like little markets, and you can go up and down the mill and you can buy bread and they can bake you bread. The kids usually go and bake bread, and they have the eternal German B&B, which is their beer and bratwurst and pommes. So, but it's been, usually it's a very sunny day today, but this year it's been a very rainy day. Just little breaks of 10 minutes of no rain. So yeah, propulsion. I mean, we know this. I know this. I think many of us feel this as well. I know, dear old Patrick really goes propelling through the time spiral gateways. You may feel time bending, moments of deja vu, flashes of ancient memory, or glimpses of future crystalline timelines. These meteors act as spiral keys, activating soul contracts, divine remembrance, and new directions in service. A lot of news. So I think we came to the end of a lot of contracts over Easter. That time there's no definite cutoff date. But a lot of contracts were rewritten. So lots of journaling and scribing and drawing of the codes if you can, remembering your dreams. If you don't remember your dreams, just remember the energy. I've been dreaming the last couple of days a lot. A lot of cutting, a lot of like old stuff coming up, but it comes in weird ways in dreams, or like changing doormats. That was like so interesting. And I'd forgotten that dream. And when I walked into the building, I thought, oh, in my dream, they'd removed these and they'd put new doormats. So I'm sure that that's like a whole stepping out into the new. If you can, sit beneath starlight, and we're coming up for the moon, and just visualize being showered in golden meteors and golden stars, even if it's officially over, it's still, the energy is still like pouring on us. And if you like, I like to call upon Ganesha in everything as the guardian of the solar threshold to guide this integration, and offer honey, flowers, or water as a ceremony of sweetness to the earth, which it just ties in so beautifully with the bee. If you can, please do a outside spiral or a hexagram or something, some garden sculpture, or if you have a veranda or in between your plants, just honor Mother Earth. Just put your stones in a little spiral or a squiggle, just with a little bit of consciousness. So we're weaving, but yeah, a lot of rest right now. I'm feeling that. So it's just spiraling gently through our breath. A lot of joy is being, and yeah, joy is it's not overwhelming. Joy is that deep sense of contentment, I think. And that we have just so much protection. I was thinking very hugely, actually, of Grace. Hello. And KB. Hello, beautiful KB. Look, you didn't know you got a whole meteor shower for your birthday. So I will shower you with lots more beautiful things. Where are you? There you go. See, you can have beautiful showers. So I've been thinking how the universe has really been showering you. I hope you caught some of this. Lots of stuff to work with, but I think we're just all resting and breathing at the moment. And sometimes the universe can pick up some of the hard work for us. There we go. That was your birthday present. Lots of rainbows and stars and meteors and new beginnings and burning up the old karma quickly, like a little burning comet. So just allow that and acknowledge that that's beautifully happening in your life. Everybody, but especially Care Bear. This is my Ganesha, who's actually for tomorrow, but you can have a look at him today. My beautiful Ganesha. He is absolutely beautiful. I think tomorrow we are moving into another phase. I think a few people have kind of commented that today feels like a new dawning of a whole new earth. I felt it a little while ago. When was it? I can't remember. But we're going to be feeling this new dawning as we move into the summer equinox, which is when the day and the night are equal. I'm absolutely mesmerized by this Ganesha. I will post him because he's just so full of everything that I stand for and believe right now. All these beautiful new codes and new ways and sacredness and protection and expanding of this beautiful light body. Be breathing in, allow yourself to receive. Yeah, I have a problem allowing myself to receive, and that's okay. I'm learning. I always think I've got to do. But I do be. I'm very, very fond of this beautiful Ganesha. He's very much how I'm feeling at the moment. Yeah, it is. It's like it's very, yeah, maybe 80s. I had it this morning. Yeah. I am another Sunday morning coming down. It is Monday, I think. we really feel the holiday here. We've got a holiday here today, so we've got a lot of energy pumping from the church right now. No, keep missing letters. Keep forgetting to push the send button. There are little loopholes in everything, but beautiful stuff. Gardening twice. Yes, off you go garden. Then twice. Yes. Birthday lady. You're really so blessed and so love. Perfection, chef's kiss. Yeah. I like to call it earthier. It is. No. Yes, it is Monday today. But we still rest. I'm resting, and yeah, I had that. I felt that so strange when I woke up this morning. It was like flatlining, so I suppose you can call that melancholy. And it was like, what's happening? And it's like, okay, you know this. You got to recalibrate. You got to tune into the new energies. But it actually wasn't. It was actually a clear head, and I haven't had such a beautiful, clear, no nonsense head for a very, very long time. No, just to get up and do a whole lot of horrible things I don't like doing with like just gusto and just get them done. Yeah. Yeah, I think he's particularly beautiful. He's Ganesha today. So he will be for tomorrow. I'm not sure. I have no idea what we're going to happen tomorrow. I mean, I do, but I don't. I know that we've had this enormous shower and we have to integrate a lot of these codes. The sun is not as powerful and pumping out so much plasma. I mean, that's intense. On the 6th of the 6th was the end of 66 continuous hours of plasma just belting, bolting, hitting us on the planet. So, yeah. So just graciously accept these meteorite showers like little fizzles, just burning up these energies that we don't want and just setting the stage for a new beginning. I've been doing lots of ladies. She's just beautiful. That I kind of had you in mind when I did that. Blessed Karen. She didn't have red hair, sorry. Just graciously accept Blessed Mama Bear, and you're doing such a good job. Yeah. These were that's fine, they were a couple of days old as well. So just integrating the codes with the pouring of the rainbow. I do that a lot. I really just see that every time I close my eyes, every time I walk past my Buddha, I stop just for a couple of seconds and just pour rainbows. Expand the rainbow body and pour rainbow onto the planet so everybody can just, and I mean everybody, yeah. All the flowers and the trees and the bumbles and the bees. It's integrating our male and female. She's just so beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Without too much drama. I think we're all just that melancholy, that coming down, just resting. And yeah, it was 1980 was a huge year. My daughter was born in 1980, so I missed a lot. So because I was busy being a new mum, but it was a very big year. And these are, I'm going to pass these on to PG. So lots of big stars coming down, and he can go and play with some of these new codes. Lots of music, lots of science. For me, that's what I like. Going back to ABC as well. So as I keep saying, don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. However, as I did say, I loved it. I loved my embracing of the Waldorf system. I loved Rudolf Steiner. I embraced the Waldorf school, especially in the ghetto in Bryanston, which was a very like upmarket area. It was beautiful when it started, and then we had a thing with schools that a lot of our schools opened up to mixed races, so people just found the nearest private school near to them, and the Waldorf school didn't turn them away. Before you had to like pass tests, and that was what sort of you had to have some kind of basic understanding and following of the principles of the Waldorf system. Not too stringent, not too strict, but you had to have some. So we were inundated with a lot of people that had also just come back to South Africa. That had been exiled due to political reasons, and they came and settled in that area, and that was just the nearest private school. So they just opened it up for the money, and then we started to get problems. Kids were dressing, and they had to have Doc Martens, and they had to have this T-shirt, and they had to have this label, whereas before the Waldorf kids, that didn't mean anything to them. Mom usually generally sewed. And they wore, what are those? In Germany, we call them Gesundheitsschlappen. Oh, hello, big flash. What are they? Birkenstocks with socks. This I did a little while ago. When did I do this? I can't remember. I think it could have been at the beginning of the meteor shower, which is just what are we going into right now? We're going into this like bearing fruit of this new tree of life. And we're in a 12-year cycle right now. So I think it's Jupiter. So we're getting a lot of blessings of what we were doing in the last 12 years. So I think the melancholy and the stillness, however you want to call it, is just a recapitulation of some of the energies that we've gone over in the last 12 years. Sometimes it goes a bit further back, but don't get stuck with it, but just go through it, yeah. And putting these roots down, yeah. Protecting the animals, talking with the animals. I'm going to be very stuck on bees, guys. I really just if you've got children, it's even more awesome. So you can really get every bumblebee book out of the library and read to them and how the bees make their houses and honey and this and that, and just really get that integrated into your being. It's from nature. It is nature. And it is just such a beautiful way of the hive consciousness, the unity consciousness, you know, including vomiting up your honey. You know that honey is just bee vomit. Yeah, it's just so much to be learned, and it's so interesting that if a beehive is angry, it's generally because of the queen. She creates the tone. So beekeepers will then sometimes remove that bee and change the bee for a sweeter kind of bee. And it doesn't seem that the bees don't seem to matter as long as they've got a queen. Just to be there. I don't know what I must actually look up that for myself. I mean, I know quite a little bit about the bees, but not a lot of it. Besides Winnie the Pooh, I do like Pooh Bear. Oh, she was my being from a while back. Lots of Venusian energy, bright for those bright spark rainbows. I don't like the bright rainbows. We've been here. But hey, just embrace this beautiful goddess. I'm quite happy to have her living as me for a while. I can relate to that beauty. She's very sacred and very beautiful. Don't forget to wear your invisible crown. And it's about beauty. Yeah, where beauty walks before us. It's a very, very just beauty before me, beauty behind me, beauty above, beauty below, to the left, to the right, beauty all around me. I walk in beauty, all is begun in beauty, all it happens in beauty, all ends in beauty. It's just such a beautiful prayer. So yeah, I've just been creating beautiful girls and beautiful tendrils and lots of golden energy. Going to be very interesting to see where it goes into Cancer. Did I paint the? Oh yeah, and I had the codes, and I'm very protective. I think I did show you before, but I still am. Lots of stuff is happening in Africa. I am not that one, but those were the Venusian gates opening. I do like to protect Africa. She has so much. And she has so much of the world's resources within her land. But I don't think that the original plan of Mother Gaia was to dig out so many of those resources, not to dig so deep. I think that she offers them quite beautifully to us. And it just becomes more clear for me that it's not really how it's supposed to be. So I put a lot of protection over. That's just a big ancient sacred site. Every inch of that land. Lots of rainbows. I can't, every time I close my eyes, I see rainbows. It's pouring. I mean, it is kind of getting boring. What makes your wasps? My bees in my tree are a little calm. Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. They get sleepy. Yes, beautiful, Care Bear. I love that. My intentions are pure. Yeah. And we make and sometimes we get our blessings in different ways. So don't look too much for the blessings. Just, I don't know, that's my thoughts. Just do what you're doing. Oh, did you go? Take care. Thank you. Have a beautiful day. Thank you. Thomas, to see. I see mandalas. Yes. Yes. I hope you're drawing them. Yes, just glow in this, please. There's much glowing in the sun. glow, because it's like, that's one of my little sayings, is here we glow. Let's all glow. Oh. And we don't see it, and sometimes it's really beautiful to take stock. Yeah. I mean, it's really interesting. I always think that like it's about a month before your birthday and a month after your birthday. And you notice that with, especially with children, but with yourself, you really do a lot of intense. You can do quite a wobbly of clearing without realizing what's happening until you realize that you're about to have a birthday and you say, that's why. Yeah. So the universe just asks us to take a look at our life and where we can make some beautiful changes. Yeah. Very interesting. You must meditate on them, Karen. If you've got some, draw a mandala, find one that you really like, or draw. Yeah, yeah, it is. It's a wheel of connections, and it's a connection. And I think it's also what we're doing is creating, it's, yeah, all over. It's just creating more and more little groups. Yeah. And we need to just really pour a lot of peace. May peace reign upon our beautiful planet. Yeah. Don't forget she needs lots of peace pouring upon her. Aww. Oh, I'm so glad, my beautiful one. So they get all sleepy in the sun. So yeah, I'm just feeling a little bit of a lull. As Hemi said, she had a melancholy. Just a little lull. It's, hey, who knows? The energies are going to start moving again, and yeah, we're moving into. I'm going to come now, Yuki, and we are moving into solstice, equinox, and we have the full moon. So just start bathing in the moon, and at the same time get that energy of the beautiful meteors that were down, and that were just creating beautiful clearing and cleansing. It's just so amazing that even if you don't know it, the stuff is just happening. Yuki Bunny, and he has eaten all his snacks. He has no more snacks. So, and it's been raining, so I'm made of sugar. In Germany, if you don't walk in the rain and go out in any weather, they say, what do? You're made of sugar. So yes, I'm made of sugar. I don't want to walk in the rain. We're going to go now, my bunny boo. Hey, my beautiful foxy boy. We're going to go and see what fairies have come out. So I am going to love and leave us. Go and dream of bees. I'm eating honey. I'm eating honey and Greek yogurt at the moment. I'm connecting with my Greek Delphi and the Ouroboros and a little bit of honey, which are also the Melissae, were the Greek goddesses, but they were all over the planet. So I just really suggest that if you can do a little bit of research for yourself on the bee and where they come from. Google's good, books are good, encyclopedias are good. Ask your kids. Okay, big slow planet squaring off. Yeah, we feel it. Okay. Okay. It makes sense. Yeah. Angel light is beautiful. Don't put angel light in water though, it'll melt. So don't make an elixir. I did that once and mine melted. Honey and Greek. Oh, good grace. You see, you're connecting into your bees in the honey. Yeah, yum. It's so yummy. Slower. Yeah, slower, not slowest. Okay, my loves, my dog is going to wake up my neighbors, and there will be like a swarm of buzzy bees, of wasps. We're coming. we're coming. So I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. I'm spreading beautiful rainbows and beautiful codes of love and light and unity and healing and progress and unity and strength and courage and music and laughter and dance and abundance and happiness and joy. There's so many wonderful things we can wish for, hey, without even going to mummy yet. Peace, harmony, little bits, little miracles, just little miracles. Little miracles are like a delicious cup of coffee. It's like a little miracle. Have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day, everybody, and we will see you tomorrow, and we'll see you in Truth Wave later on. Much, much love to all. Thank you so much for being here. I really love and appreciate you all so much. Thank you for being part of my beautiful family. Bye.